So you want to be a gardener, but there's not enough hours in the day. There's just not enough space. Maybe you've got too many other things to do, like laundry and cooking dinner. Maybe you're just too tired. You don't want to do all the digging and the tilling and all of that. Well, I think I've found a really good solution for all of those issues, and also issues of it being too cold outside to grow. Very simple, easy setup, no digging, no tilling, and you can do it indoors or outdoors. Now, all you're going to need to get this done outside is a bag of potting soil and a sharp knife and your seeds. If you're going to do it inside, though, you need a few extra things. You need a container that will fit your bag of potting soil. That's to catch your runoff, you know, your water drainage. And one thing that I'm going to add is some wooden slats to the base here. It's got some raised ribs here, but I'm going to go ahead and add some wooden slats so that I have some distance between the bottom and the bag to allow for better drainage. The next thing I'm going to do is take a pencil and I'm going to poke some holes in the bottom here for good drainage. I want to have about a 2-inch perimeter all the way around the bag in order to retain the soil in the bag. So I'm just going to use my box cutter here and do that. Now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and break it up a little bit with my hands. Now, if you wanted to do a deep-rooted item, like say a tomato, you'd want to do 1 tomato per bag and turn it upright. You can amend this soil with a little bit of fertilizer, your compost, whatever you like if you have that. Now, the other reason that I'm running my hands through all of this is because potting soil can be very, very dry in the bag, and this is. So I'm actually going to add water to it. And I'm going to add water to this very gently until it starts dripping out of the bottom. Then I'll add my seeds. If you try to plant your seeds in really dry mix, your seeds could dry out, and that's a big problem. You want the seeds to be able to stay moist, not waterlogged, but moist. Now at this point, I'm just going to give that a few minutes to soak in. I'm using a Grand Rapids leaf lettuce and also Crimson Giant radishes. My wife loves both of these. Last couple of years we've had a hard time with lettuce because by the time it finally warms up outside, we get a couple of weeks of spring and then boom, we're into summer and the lettuce bolts. By doing this, we're going to be able to grow it indoors, I think, pretty much all year. If you're going to do things like squash and things like that, 1 per bag. Okay, and it's the same with the tomatoes, only you sit them upright. Anything that's going to have deep roots, you want it upright. But I think this is going to work pretty good, especially with the new grow room setup we've got. Now what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to put radishes to one side and lettuce over to the other. And I'm just going to make, it's about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch spacing on these radishes. So I'm going to make their lines like this and the lettuce lines like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is make some furrows here with this pencil, so that I can drop the seeds in there. Our depth on our radishes is going to be about a 1/2 inch. When it comes to actually sowing, I'm not going to get too technical. I've just poured some out in my hand, and I'm going to sprinkle them into the furrows here. Later on, once they come up, I can thin them out. Now I've got all of the radishes sowed, so I'm just going to take this and cover up the furrows by spreading it out here. So now I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to make our furrows for the lettuce. Get it all smoothed out here and covered up, and we're in business. Now I'm going to go ahead and just give it a nice good soaking again, because we need to get the seeds wet, and I want to make sure that any of these areas that I uncovered that might still be dry are dampened. But now we're going to do that, slide it into the grow room, turn the lights on, set the timer, and we're done for now. This is going to be great for indoor growing, but imagine outside, if you don't have a garden built up, you've got areas with lots of grass and stuff like that, you could plop this down, grow for a season in your bag, kill off the grass underneath it, and then the next season start a square foot bed in the same area. And now that I've got my mini collapsible grow room enclosed, all I have to do is let that down, and there we go. Guys, this is just too doggone easy, I'm telling you. This only took, with filming and shooting and setting up for different scenes, this took less than 30 minutes. This is so easy. There's no excuse for anybody not to be able to grow their own food now in a very easy fashion. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions, let me know down below. And thank you for subscribing. We'll see you next time.